Hi everyone, I'm Luke, that conscious living guy, and today I'm going to talk to you about why I'm vegan and why I don't really tell a lot of people to start with. So let the titles roll. So, a bit of backstory about why I'm vegan. So I turned vegan in 2015 in November, and the reason why I turned vegan was it was kind of a disconnect of that what I was eating was actually animals, and I didn't really make that connection. Not a lot of people do, to be honest. And yeah, so I'm very much an animal lover, and I didn't make that connection. So I lived with a vegan couple in a shared house originally, and they kind of asked questions to me about like why I was eating meat and stuff like that. And that sounds it's a bit uncomfortable to me, but it was only uncomfortable because it's not something that I'm used to. So I'm not used to people kind of asking me why I'm eating this, that kind of thing. And it made me think, really. And it made me think, why am I eating this food? I'd had a lot of health issues as well. So I'd had trouble going to the toilet for number two, which I would only do probably once or twice a week, which through research that I've done over the years is actually really unhealthy. It can cause a lot of health issues, not just not going to toilet, but all the food that's staying in your gut longer, in your intestines longer, can actually cause like cancers and stuff like that. So that was very interesting to read and to like teach myself that. But it was more of an eye-opener. So the lady that I was speaking to and was living with was actually doing a 21-day challenge, where you would do a Waterfall Diet, and you do that for 21 days. The idea behind it is that if you do something for 21 days, it then becomes a habit. If you don't know what a Waterfall Diet is, a Waterfall Diet is where you have predominantly smoothies in the morning or just fruit, and obviously it's not cooked, hence the name Waterfall. You have that until 4 o'clock, and then after 4 o'clock you can have your cooked vegetables. So it's a vegan diet, obviously just fruits and vegetables, nuts, that kind of thing. So it's like a very high carb diet. I lasted on that diet for about 7 days. I completely caved in on the 7th day, and I went to have my favourite meal at Burger King. I had a bacon double cheeseburger, and not knowing to me, I actually bit into the burger and I tasted it was really rubbery, and it didn't taste nice at all. Like the taste had just completely gone, and I think that was my kind of the beginning of me being vegan. I'm very a competitive person, so originally the 21-day challenge, I just thought, yes, I'm going to smash this. But then it kind of opened a lot of other thoughts. So after I did the 7 days, I went back to eating meat because I'd done a massive shop before this, and a lot of it was, meats and that kind of thing. Before this challenge, I actually cut out dairy and eggs because I'm lactose intolerant. There's something in eggs, I don't know what it is, but I can't have eggs either. And yeah, so it was mainly meat really that I wasn't eating. I'd say I think I was having honey, not on its own, but in products, so like crisps that had like honey in, and I think I was having like a vegan burger as well, which had honey in it. Now it's not. There was a petition online that got the honey removed, so and yeah, so I went back to eating meat. Everything that I pretty much ate that was meat all tasted completely different. My taste buds had changed, and I think I made a vow to myself that I was never going to eat meat again. I was going to go vegan. I was going to go slowly, so I think my initial action really to go vegan was to do it slowly. I think that it's really good if you can do the, completely cut out meat, dairy and eggs right away on the day. I've met like literally one person that has done that, and if you could do that, that's really, really good. But me personally, I couldn't do it. So I think I went from having 2 days vegan, the rest meat eating, and then I then cut that down to, I think I cut it down to slowly over like about a month, where I cut it down to having meat twice a week. And then if I'm honest, I kind of just made a decision where it didn't change my toilet habits. So my toilet habits was still, when I was eating meat, it was still quite spaced out. When I was eating plant-based and vegan, I did see it improve drastically. So I made I think it was at the end of November, I thought, do you know what, let's just have a full whack at it. And I've not gone back on meat at all since then. I have had milk at certain points. This was because I was part of a network marketing company, and I was kind of led to believe that the milk in their products was very healthy. It was different milk, and it was going to make me feel much better. And it didn't. I'm not going to tell you which company it was, but it didn't work. So I think I cut that out again. I went back to my normal vegan food, and I think looking back now, I would say I did the right thing for myself, because I cut it out just to change kind of my health problems. And originally I did it for my health problems. I would say it's kind of changed throughout the years. So I'd say the first couple of years was for my health, and then I think the second year I really kind of looked into like documentaries about how the animals are kept, and 100% it's for the animals now. I would say the bonus is my health, and I'd say it's for the animals, so I'd say 50% is because of the animals, but then 50% is actually for the environment and the planet. So yeah, I've watched a lot of documentaries where it's kind of laying out the facts about how eating meat and dairy and eggs is affecting the environment. How also, which I really wouldn't have really thought that it was having such a detrimental effect, but how it's having an effect on people as well. So a lot of people in like third world countries, I believe the fact on one of the documentaries, which I think is Cowspiracy, where if we fed all of the grains that we fed to the cattle, or any kind of living animal, chickens, pigs and cows, that if we fed that to every person in the whole of the world, there would be no hunger. It kind of struck a chord with me because I've been to Africa, I've seen that kind of other lifestyle where people haven't got much at all, and it definitely kind of opened my eyes and made me realise what I was consuming, but also what effect I was having on the environment as well. Yeah, so I would say now it's kind of 50-50, animals and the environment, planet, people, slash. And I think I can safely say if I am eating a really healthy diet, because I think a vegan diet is healthy, however, if you're not having all like the vegan junk food, and I do have binges. I have weeks, I have months where I eat really, really badly. However, if I am on a really healthy diet and I'm having like my smoothie every morning, there's lots of different options. So if I was to have that, I would definitely have my bowel movements moving much quicker. And I found that as well with a vegan diet, that my bowel movements are so much better. I feel much healthier. I've got a lot of energy. And I guess as well, like, another thing that I wouldn't have thought that it would have an effect on is like my mental health. My mental health is like so much better now that I'm vegan. Before, like being a meat eater, it was really, really bad. And I don't know whether that's because like I've mentally grown and my mindset has grown, or whether I'm now not eating like animals. I'm a bit of a hippie, so I believe that if you're eating another like animal, you take on that stress. So that, to me, that's probably what um it was, as well with all like the growth hormones that they have in the animal's flesh that you eat. And another thing that I didn't really kind of get to grips with is that you're eating an animal, and like humans can have tumours in the body, animals can have tumours in the body, and animals can have cancerous cells, and obviously you're consuming that as well. So it's definitely something that I wasn't aware of, and I think a lot of people are aware of it. I think a lot of people kind of just think like I thought. Like I just thought, I need to eat. What can I eat? And then I just go to shop and buy whatever, looked nice. Um, until obviously I made the connection that it's actually animals that I was eating. So yeah, I'm glad that I did. Obviously, the second part of the video, why I don't tell anybody, or many people, that I'm vegan. I don't do this because of two reasons. So reason one, I think a lot of people kind of get on the defensive when vegans kind of say, "Oh, I'm vegan," and I think this is because it's such a hot topic, but it's a very difficult topic to talk about, and I know many vegans are very passionate about talking about it, and it can get heated, the discussions, and people can fall out, and it can go quite a dark way. Not because it's just because of the vegans, but it's kind of a mix of people, and it's difficult because I don't believe when I was a meat eater I realised what I was doing to my body, but also having a negative effect on the environment and the planet and the animal that I was eating as well. So it's a very interesting conversation, but it can really ruffle a lot of feathers. So I tend to not talk to people because of that. And my second reason is it can make people make a different connection with you. So I think if a person doesn't know me and they just think, oh, he's vegan, it can seclude you from, or can seclude me from other people. And I'm a connection person, so I like to make friends, I like to have discussions, and it can cut off a lot of like a circle of friends, and that's not what I'm about. So that's my second reason. Will that change? I really hope so. I don't believe a lot of people say to me that I'm not pushy, which I'm not 100%. Not, I don't think that's the right way to go about it. And I'd like to say I have an impartial view or an impartial opinion, if that's the right saying. And I tend to think about it from both points of view. So I didn't realise what I was eating. And many other people won't either. And that is completely fine. It's not other people's faults that we are kind of shielded. Not by what we're eating, because I think we know that it's animals, but I think the conditions of them animals, I think we're shielded from. We are led to believe that it's all beautiful green fields, that the cows are, free to roam around, and the chickens are, allowed to go out whenever they want, and they're all healthy, and it's definitely not the case. I'll probably do another video on this because I want to click on kind of like my top tips on how to start going vegan, and probably another video as well on like my top documentaries that if anyone's wanting to kind of watch them or know my top documentaries. And yeah, I definitely wouldn't go vegetarian again. Dairy doesn't agree with me, neither do eggs. And I think I'm probably the healthiest when I am on like a vegan diet. Not when I'm not when I'm eating junk food or drinking like fizzy drinks and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's definitely had a really good kind of effect on my mental health, as well as having a really positive effect on the environment, on the planet, as well as animals as well. So that's everything for in this video. Please don't forget to treat people with kindness. In this day and age, it is very important, because of the lockdown, because of the coronavirus, to just smile at a stranger and even give them a nod. It might, completely change their day. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.